Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to the No Mercy shoulder workout. I got a serious question for you and I ask myself this all the time. Are you giving yourself an out? Are you being easy on yourself, or are you challenging yourself, taking yourself outside the box? A lot of times, man, even myself, I get caught being soft on myself, giving myself outs. It's very, very dangerous. What I like to do is give myself a situation where I am on death ground. Death ground is an old military term they used to use when generals used to march their armies in very difficult situations. They would put their backs up against the wall because they knew one thing, that if your back's up against the wall and you have no outs, guess what you're going to do? You're going to fight like hell. You're going to dig deep down inside and you're going to conquer the situation. So what I like to do, man, is I mentally like to put myself on death ground. I put myself in situations where I know damn well I'm going to have to fight like hell or die. Okay, so this workout is all going to be about putting yourself on death ground. The very first exercise. Now don't turn and run on this, alright? Hear me out. The very first exercise is a dumbbell shoulder press. We got 100 reps, guys. No matter what it takes. I don't care if you don't use any weight at all. Personally, I grab 10s. Now listen, you gotta have big goals in life, man. You gotta set goals that scare the living shit out of you. But what's gonna end up happening ultimately, because if it happens to me, it's gonna happen to you too, along the way, on your journey towards your goal, somebody's gonna push you off, man. You're gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna hit a roadblock, you're gonna hit an obstacle. The question is, what are you gonna let go through your fucking head when you get in that moment of failure? Because it's coming, I promise you. You got two things. You can turn and run, or you can try and think positive. Personally, what I do is when I hit moments of failure, I collect myself and I set small goals. I give myself small victories, and one small victory leads to another small victory, leads to another small victory. Before I know it, I hit my big goal. So on your march to 100 reps, when you fail, set a small goal. Personally, I say, I'm gonna get to 100 no matter what it takes. I'll die on this bench if I have to. My first goal, get to 50 reps. As soon as I get to 50 reps, or I fail the first time, I say to myself, okay, let's just get 10 more, Jason. 10 more, man. I crank out 10 more, I hit failure, and guess what I say again? 10 more. Let's go. Start before you're ready. You only got 10 more. And I just keep going until I hit my goal. So let's start off with this, man, 100 reps. No mercy. You're gonna hate me for this, but since you conquered that, guess what we're gonna do now? Now, we're gonna sit our ass down on the bench, we're gonna grab light weights, and we're gonna do 100 side raises, guys. Same thing applies, man. You conquered the seated shoulder press, so what's gonna stop you on this? 100 side raises. Let's see what you're made of. going to shed a little mercy on you here, guys. Congratulations if you made it through that. Now we are on to a superset. We're going to do a seated behind the neck press, supersetted with a plate front raise. Quick note about the behind the neck press. Do not snap yourself up on this exercise. It is very easy to injure yourself. I don't like doing it a lot, and when I do this exercise, I keep the weight super light and I keep the range of motion under complete control, guys. So use light weight. Be very, very careful on this. It's very good for activating the rear delts. Now, when you're finished with that exercise, you're going to turn right around and you're going to do plate front raises, okay? We're going to hit 10 of those no matter how long it takes. Here we go. Keep the target on the rear delts. This is one of my favorite exercises. I don't see a lot of people doing this. You have to keep form in consideration when you're doing this exercise. This is a cable bent over side raise, okay? So the target, as I said, is the rear delt. Now listen, make sure that you're bent over enough, and what I like to do is really stick it and hold it at the top. You see that right there? I'm not just coming like this. I'm coming up and I squeeze my rear delt to make sure that I'm getting that contraction on the rear delt, and then I'm slowly lowering and controlling the weight back down, back up, stick and hold, and then back down. We're going to do that for each arm. Here we go. Shoulder exercise. We're going to do a wide grip lat bar or wide grip upright row. If you don't want to do these on the cable machine, you can use a barbell. That's completely fine. The number one thing is that you take a wide grip. Now listen, when your hands are in like this, I see a lot of people doing upright rows like this. That's bringing in too much traps. I like to go wide grip, and I like to come up and with my elbows almost at a 90-degree angle. That keeps all the tension on your shoulders. Keep this under control, guys. Don't just bring it up and let it come crashing down. Always have full control on this. Here we go. Congratulations, shoulders are complete. Now we are going to go on to our ab routine. This is something I made up a long time ago, and it took me a long time to master this. I'm not even kidding you. Before I explain this, I want to make you understand that the negative part of any ab exercise, you're going to get more results focusing on that. I promise you. It's going to stimulate muscle fibers that are very deep within the abdominal wall, but most people are just so concerned with the coming up part and just letting themselves crash down. So what I kind of created was a way for me to really make sure that I focused on the negative rep. I call these countdown sit-ups. Now listen, I'm on a very steep decline bench here. You can adjust the bench however you feel comfortable. I don't care if you do it on a flat bench. That's completely fine as well. So what we're going to do, it's 10 reps. But for the first rep, you're gonna do a 10-second count. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, all the way to 10. Then you're gonna come back up as fast as you can. Then you're gonna go 9. So 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, all the way to 9, up, 8, up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you fail, that's completely fine. Remember where you failed last time. So if you only get to 5 and then you completely you can't do anymore, that your next goal, the next time you do this, is to get to 4, and then to 3. And then finally, one day, you're gonna conquer it, and you can just totally have complete control over your sit-ups. So give that a shot, guys. Part of the abs. This is a pretty standard exercise. I've covered this in a workout video before. The knee hip raise on a vertical bench. It's worth saying again, guys, you're not just bringing your knees up like this. You got to round your spine. Every time I do these, I think about taking my knees and putting them in my face. I think about doing a backwards somersault off this thing. That is really how you're going to stimulate. If you get more than 10 of these, chances are you're not doing them right. So we're going to superset these with planks. I want to say something about planks. You know, in my industry, in fact, I have a photo shoot coming up in 7 days that I'm preparing for. When you are in front of a camera, when you are on stage, you have to be flexing your abs at all times, like I am right now, and make it look effortless. Like I can sit here and do this forever. And a lot of people think, oh, that's probably pretty easy, right? Wrong. Try and flex your abs for more than 30 seconds at a time, then try talking, and then try smiling at the same time. So a lot of people ask me how I'm able to do that. The answer is very simple. It's planks, okay? I have mastered the planks, and I do my planks a little bit different. First of all, do them however you can. That's completely fine. They're an amazing exercise. What I like to do when I do my planks, I get myself in a plank position, right? And instead of just sitting there like this and just holding as long as I can, I breathe out all of my air and flex my abs as hard as I can. Watch what happens when I breathe my air out. This is flexing. I'm flexing my abs. Like that. And then I hold the plank position with my abs as tight as I possibly can. Sometimes I'll continue to do it if I start relaxing. It's going to shorten the amount of time that you can do the planks, but I promise you, having that maximum contraction is going to take yourself to another level. So give that a shot. That's a wrap on that shoulder and ab workout, man. Please do yourself a favor. Declare war on yourself. Put your back up against the wall, man. You will fight like hell. There was a fighter inside of you. You just give yourself outs. No more outs. Achieve greatness. Somebody once said nothing great was ever achieved without danger. All right? So don't be afraid to fail. Put your back up against the wall. Fight like hell. And as always, keep up the good work and much love.